This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers lost 2-1 in Poland to Jagiellonia Bialystock in the third round of our Europa League qualifying tie. And oh boy, where to start with that one? Rangers defending tonight was abysmal, really bad. It cost us 2 goals, it could have cost us more, and that might have put the tie beyond doubt. The fact is that it is only a 1-goal deficit to bring back to Ibrox, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. And the annoying thing is Rangers started well. We were good for the first 10 minutes or so and took the lead, and deservedly so. Great bit of work by Mo Diamande down the left-hand side. He slipped into Romans on the overlap. His cross was missed by Yusuf Chermiti. Probably should have gotten the end of it, but then it came off a defender and rolled into the goal. And at that point, I was honestly thinking 10 minutes in, we could, let's push here. We could probably go and get ourselves into a really good spot in this tie. And then we just self-destructed, and it came about because our defence, particularly in the first half, was paper thin. The first goal is really just poor. I mean, we lost that one at Tannadice and nothing seemed to be learned. Ross McCrory, who was not good at all tonight, he doesn't do enough to stop a cross coming in. Then Manny Fernandez, who was also really bad for the whole game, he kind of waves a leg at it. It comes off him, and that confuses Dujon Sterling, who's at centre back, and it rolls into the corner of the net. And the second goal, though, I mean, it's actually, you note the amount of things that Rangers had to do wrong for this to be a goal, and we somehow managed to do them all. First of all, Dan Neil, who played and captained the side, but was taken off at half time because he was not a factor at all. He tries a pass that isn't on, a central pass, when we're attacking, when he's got an overlap and he's got a wide player free and he doesn't see him, and he tries instead to pass it into the centre of the box to Tello Asgard, who tries a flick that doesn't come off and then lets them counter. Asgard was at his frustrating worst tonight, just flicks and tricks not coming off, wanting too much time on the ball and being robbed constantly. This is a frustrating thing with him. He has good moments like at Tannadice and you think, right, okay, and then you get that tonight. But even at that, there's still the length of the pitch to go. Bialystock run up, nobody stops the cross, nobody gets near him. Cross comes into the box, Fernandez falls, he slips on the pitch, a constant theme tonight. And although Ivor Pandor saves it from the rebound, it's knocked in and it's 2-1. And at that point we were rocking, we really were rocking at this stage. And to be honest, as I say, I'm kind of glad it just was 2-1 at half time. Derek McInnes then made 3 changes at half-time. He brought on Nico Raskan, he brought on Finlay Curtis, and he brought on Cammy Devlin. And they did help, they did improve the side. But again, that's now 2 matches in a row where the managers had to make half-time subs. That's 5 half-time subs in 2 games. So clearly the starting lineups are not right. And we were better the second half, with the exception of a kind of 5-minute spell where we kept giving the ball away from about the 65th to 70th minute, and Bialystock missed an excellent chance in that. Finlay Curtis was good. He was a bright spark. He's, I think, played his way into the team for the match against Hibs at the weekend. He showed some real endeavour and real quality as well. One forced in a good save from a keeper that ended with Ross McCrory having a shot that I thought was goal bound but was deflected past the post by a defender. He also had an effort of his own that whistled just past the post, and then in injury time he got on the end of a Lawrence Shankland flick for a volley that rattled off the post. And it was over. But yeah, that first half display was terrible. I mean, it was really atrocious. There's nothing you can say about it because Rangers just completely imploded again. It gave away a goal and then at the first sign of trouble collapsed, and it took that half-time reset. Defensively, we've got to be a hell of a lot better than that. Our off-the-ball work isn't good enough. The amount of times that a Rangers player just lets an opponent run off him in the first half was abysmal. And creatively, we need more. We can't just, if it was Asgard the other night, it was Curtis tonight. We need more than one player who looks capable of breaching the opposition defences. So fairly negative, it is just post-match. And for those of you saying, oh well, David, there's a second leg, you're absolutely right. And I do expect us to beat them at home because they're not a good side. We can't comfort ourselves with that. But we've got to be a hell of a lot better. Starting Sunday, if you defend like that against anybody, you ain't getting anywhere. And there were guys tonight that did not help their cause. McCrory, Fernandez in particular at the back were rotten, and Daniel was a non-factor. Asgard was a non-factor. The manager seems to like Diamande, but again goes missing. And yeah, we've got to improve. We've got to improve dramatically, and we've got to improve quickly. Thank you very much for listening to me. There'll be more on this on our Patreon, patreon.com/Heart and Hand.